Welcome to Sports Talk with the Kowboy.
Thanks for riding with the Kowboy. We appreciate your support, and tonight we're going to have a busy show, so we're going to get started with the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden in the Eastern Conference Championship to try to get Lord Stanley's Cup for the third time. The Tampa Bay Lightning will be playing the Rangers in a 7-game series starting tonight. Taking this show on a Wednesday night. It'll be the first game of the 7-game series up in New York against the Rangers, and the winner will go on to the Stanley Cup Finals. So it's going to be a big game. Braden Point was seen before the game out skating a little bit. I don't perceive that he'll be in this game, but he was with the team and was skating. It's going to be a tough 7-game series, I'm afraid. And we got to pray that the Bolts are ready for it. I know the fans are. So we're looking forward to game one. It's a big game, and it's going to be on a big stage in Madison Square Garden. And then we got 2 games up in New York, and then we'll be back to Channel Side at Emily Arena for game 3 and 4. So we need a good win tonight, and we're hoping that we are. Vasilevsky, Edmund, Stamkos, the team's out there. Colton, all of them are there, except Blackjack Braden Point right now. A lot of the ones injured have come back. We had 9 days off between beating the Florida Panthers in round 2, 4-0. So the Rangers have only had 36 hours off. We've had 9 days. We see how it goes tonight, and we hope all things will. We're going to move on now to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their acquisition of defensive end and tackle Akeem Smith, an unrestricted free agent from the Chicago Bears yesterday, in a contract that was an incentive-laden contract with about a $5 million base and a lot of incentives up to a max of about $10 million. I myself here on Sports Talk with the Kowboy believe that contract was really a Dominican Sue's contract. I'm afraid Dominican Sue is gone. Officially, there he is not gone. He's just a free agent, not signed. But I cannot see the Bucs coming up with another $10 million to play that position. Sadly, I feel that we, will miss Dominican Sue. I've said it for a long time, and it's fearful that I have to say this tonight, but I do believe that it's in the works that he will not be returning, and Akeem Smith will take his place. Dominican Sue played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 3 years. He played through playoff games and a Super Bowl win. He never missed a start. I want everybody to remember that about Dominican Sue. The man never missed a start in any game for the Buccaneers. Akeem Smith has been plagued in his career, starting with the New Orleans Saints in 2012, with repeated injuries, multiple injuries, season-ending injuries. The man has played for the Saints, he's played for the Patriots, and he's played for the Bears, and he's been injured in every spot. And he's not finished the season active roster 4 times out of the last 7 years. So I don't believe he's a Dominican Sue, ladies and gentlemen. And when it starts falling apart for us, sadly, next year on the defensive line, then we all know Sports Talk and the Kowboy in May had the sad prognostication of what would take place. I'm not saying Logan Hall won't be a great player. We got him in Houston, 2nd round, first pick, 33rd overall. He could be great. But I would have loved to have Dominican Sue on that. They're teaching that young man, because Dominican Sue's going to wear a yellow jacket in Canton, Ohio, in the Hall of Fame when he hangs those cleats up in 5 years. So he has to wait till they vote, and it'll be a first ballot. So anyhow, we're going to move off that for right now. That's all we have is Akeem Smith, 1-year deal, $10 million. Nothing official from the Buccaneers about Dominican Sue's future, but we know pretty much what it's going to be anyhow. All right, no other news on Gronk. We still believe he'll be back. Like I said, no news on Gronk, but we think he'll be back. Unless we sign another tight end to take his place, which we're not going to. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Tampa Bay Rays, and they've been playing some baseball out in Toronto. They played them last time the show was on. They played the Yankees this last weekend over in Tropicana Field, and they won the series 2-3. It was a great series as far as pitching duels. It was a 2-1 victory in one game. The Yankees whooped us pretty hard that first game Friday night, but we got 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, and now we're playing the Texas Rangers. We were defeated 9-5 last night. again, we've had some ups and downs on the hitting. They all have to come together, the pitching and the hitting at the same time, but it's early in the season. We're not the All-Star break. We're not only on the quarter pole on that season. So baseball, the one beautiful thing about it is there's another game tomorrow. There was 9-5 last night. Rangers defeat the Rays, though the Rays carried a series against the New York Yankees on Memorial Day. And then we're going to go on now to the United States Football League. The week 7 is through the United States Football League. The Birmingham Stallions have clinched the playoff berth as the 7-0 division champions of the Southern Division of the USFL. At 6-1, the New Jersey Generals have also clinched the playoff spot in the North Division. And the two contenders below them are the Philadelphia Stars, which are in the Northern Division, and the New Orleans Breakers. Our Bandits lost last week. They're 3-4. It's a must-win game this week. They need to pull it 500 with only 2 more games remaining to catch the Breakers. The Breakers are getting close to securing that second playoff spot in the Southern Division. So we're going to hope that the Bandits can pull out a victory this week and the Breakers don't get one, so that we can get closer to them, so we can secure a spot to that game in Canton and try to win that title. So we're going to continue to follow the Bandits. And now I'm going to go to the question and answers. And the first question is from Pam. And Pam is in Arcadia. And Pam wanted to know, what about the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Rangers series overall, as far as their team is concerned and players against our players are concerned? I think we have the edge in all aspects of the game. I think we have the best goalie, we have the best forwards, we have the best defensemen. We play good, sound hockey, but the New Jersey Generals are going to be a contest. It's going to be hard because they match up real well with what we do. They're a great team. They're always a great team. They represent well New York, and they're a great team, and they're here to play us, so it's going to be a war. And I just hope, Pam, that we win this war and come out and everybody healthy. So God bless you for your question, Pam. And the next question is from Alex, and Alex is in Tampa. And Alex wanted to know, what about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers secondary? And Alex, the secondary is doing real well as far as what they expected. They've got Carlton Davis back in the fold, Jamel Dean's back in the fold, Sean Murphy-Bunning's back in the fold. They got this Logan Ryan they got from the Giants. They picked up a couple other players, and we're going to be all right back there. We still got Antonio Winfield back there. We got a draft pick from Sam Houston State that people are raving about. We're going to see how he does in training camp, and a lot of unrestricted free agents. And there's going to be a lot of cuts, Alex, during playing preseason, and then after the final cuts are made to the 53-man roster, so we can pick up a good secondary person if we need one. But we're going to work with everybody we think we have by July. So that's what we're in June now. So it's a good question, Alex. I think our secondary is where it is. I wouldn't mind us picking up another secondary veteran. Frankly, I would like to see another cornerback picked up with a lot of experience. So thank you for your question, Alex. What you got for me tonight, DJX?
Well, Cowboy, you know how we do it. Let's get right off into it. Man, I really like this USFL.
Yeah.
But it's some stuff be going on that if you're not watching the game, you're just not going to know. This is the inside conversation.
Uh-huh.
And I want to play a little bit for you right
Okay.
here. Play a little clip for you.
All tonight's about is making a personal choice. It's to dominate the person in front of you. Another opportunity, man. Let's work, man. Y'all know we in to win, nothing less.
Now, these the players.
Right.
You don't get to hear this in the NFL.
No.
You dominate your opponent, we can win. That's another dub in the W column. That's all we're here to do. Come on, everybody. When they win,
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It's very raw and open.
It's raw.
They're just out there on the practice field hitting. They're trying to get sparked up to play some good football.
Oh, yeah, them camera angles, man.
They got good camera angles in USFL.
It's good.
I mean, it's spring football. There's no mistaking it's not NFL, but I appreciate what they're doing. And if they can make it to the championship game in Canton, Ohio, then they're the champions because they got through 1 year as a league. And they've already made the championship. If that game takes place, win or lose, whoever wins or loses, doesn't matter. They made it there.
They made it there.
And if they make it there by finishing a year up, because all the other spring leagues have shut down before 1 year even was taken. They never even had a championship game. It closed halfway through the game, or 3 games into the game, or they've won.
They already won.
They won.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the standings. We got the Generals. This is the North Division. We got the Generals 6-1. The Stars in at 4-3. The Panthers 1-6. The Maulers 1-6. All right, let's get to the South Division. Stallions still hold steadfast at 7-0, undefeated. Breakers come in at 5-2. The Bandits 3-4. Gamblers 1-6.
Well, if the Bandits lose this week, Breakers win this week, it's over for the Bandits.
Might be it.
So next year, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It just is at a 10-game season, because the Bandits are 5-2. They win again. They're 6-2. The Bandits lose. They're 3-5.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Best they can do is 500. So that's the Breakers are in, and I believe the Philadelphia Stars are going to be in, because I don't think the Panthers or the Maulers are going to catch the Philadelphia Stars.
I don't think they're going to.
They 4-3. If next week, if they win this week and they 5-3, they no way they can catch
the Maulers and
Maulers and Panthers ain't gonna catch.
They ain't doing nothing. All right, let's talk a little bit. We got some team stats right here. Overall passing yards in the game, the Breakers are in the lead at 215.4. The Generals rushing yards, they in the lead at 165. Kicking points, the Gamblers.
Yeah.
55.
They have to.
55 points.
They can't score any touchdowns, so they have to kick field goals.
They got to kick field goals.
That's all they can do.
All right, we got the Generals. Kick return average is 27.3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Very good.
Punt return average, Gamblers, 14.
I think that's okay. Not great, 14, but 27 was good.
Generals points allowed, 112.
Good defense.
Mm-hmm.
And good running game.
Third down percent, 42.7. The Breakers.
The Breakers are a good team.
They're a good team. I've been said that.
They good team.
I've been said that. Yards, Generals, 350.
Run that ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do.
Turnovers, the Stallions at 5+.
That means they got 5 more than they gave away. So that makes it, that's a winning team when they have that your way. And they're 7-0.
Kickoff touchback, the Stallions, 28.1.
Hey, take them in the end zone and go back out to where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say, if you're going to take that ball and run it out of that end zone, you're not going to get to where you're going to get by putting your knee on the ground. You put your knee on the ground. Take the yard.
Mm-hmm. Take the yard.
Take the yard.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, that's all I got for you this week, Kowboy.
Well, God bless you, DJX.
God bless you, too.
And I appreciate the questions, and we learned a lot of the standings. We know that this week is critical for it to be over. If the Breakers win and the Stars win, then we'll have our 4 teams for the USFL playoff. And we hope the Bandits win and the Breakers lose. We're going to be watching that USFL. So I appreciate the support. Continue to send your comments and questions so that we can get your questions answered. We're going to have some information on the T-shirts here coming up. Some T-shirts coming out, Sports Talk with Kowboy. We said before, we got them. We're going to put them out to you people, our supporters, and those who support the show. And continue to share with your friends and leave your comments and questions so we can give you back our feedback. So God bless you. Until next week, Kowboy out.